Hello, Pastor Ricky here from Enon Baptist Church. This week in our Wednesday night Aftershock Student Ministry gathering, we're going to be talking about the worst subject ever, a subject that no one wants to talk about, and that's the subject of sin. Sin's kind of an abstract idea, right? It's kind of a dirty subject, so we really don't like to get into it, but it's important. I'm going to tell you why. Sin has the power to affect how we relate to others, how really we even see ourselves, but most importantly, it affects how we relate to God. There are three kinds of sin we commit. First, there's the sin of commission. Those are the sins that we commit when we blatantly disobey one of God's clear commands. Secondly, there's a sin of omission. Now this one's somewhat tricky. A sin of omission is that sin that you commit when you know to do right or know to do good and you don't do it. It's not really that we're doing something bad. The idea is that we're not completely fulfilling God's intended will for our life. And then finally, there's a sin of disposition. And these are the sins that relate to the attitude. Those could be anger, malice, jealousy. Those are the sins we can commit when we really don't do an action, but it's more of an attitude of the heart. So this week, the goal of our gathering is to be honest about what sin is, and secondly, to recognize that sin in our life, and then finally, to be able to identify how that's damaging our relationship to others and even how we see ourselves. Sin does this. Sin over time entraps people and controls people in a sense. They become slaves to sin, to use some phrases of the Bible. Secondly, sins cause us to, over time, become very insensitive to others. We become blinded to the value of others and only focus on ourselves. So finally, that's the third way sin affects us. Over time, it can cause us to become very, very self-centered and self-focused. So that's kind of the overview of where we're going this Wednesday. The small group discussion guide can be found in the description of this video on YouTube. And adult leaders, I'll send you a copy of it in the email. So look, I hope to see you this week. Love you guys. We'll talk to you soon. May you be blessed.